Hey guys, Rick here with you again from LearnTVProduction.com. Back again with some more creative writing lessons and new ideas on how to improve your creative writing skills, especially when writing fiction. We all know that when we read a good story, we feel for the main character and hope to see him or her succeed in overcoming the issues of the story. So as writers, we need to focus attention on setting up that character in a way that will catch the reader's attention. Whether you're writing a novel or script writing, getting that central part of the story right calls for good writing skills. So let's look at some helpful creative writing tips to do just that. It's usual to call the character at the center of the story the protagonist, but in some of the best stories written, there can be two main characters. One who tells the story through his or her eyes, and one who is the main actor. We write our stories through different eyes, sometimes in the first person, I tell you what's happening, and sometimes in the third person, he did this and he did that. Often when we try to write fiction, we simply use the anonymous third person and describe the action like a fly on the wall. But in some great work, that third person is also part of the story. Think of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. Jay Gatsby is the character whose life fills the story, but the narrator is Nick Carraway, who becomes involved in the story but is not the central character. Using this device can really improve your writing, and when you begin, try simply putting a group of characters together. See how the story evolves and who naturally becomes the narrator and who is the true protagonist. Some writers talk about how the characters write the story for them, and sometimes it's this that they're talking about. Many writers want their protagonists to be heroic and win the girl or escape death. But sometimes a more gripping story comes when the reader has mixed feelings about the protagonist. These characters are sometimes called antiheroes, and some of the greatest characters in fiction fall into that mold. Think of Michael Corleone in the Godfather series, Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, who kills to capture the scent of young girls and perfume the story of a murderer. Or of course Hannibal Lecter, and ask yourself why, when reading the story, part of you is rooting for Hannibal to scoop out his next victim's brain. These characters are much more memorable than some Miss Goody Two-Shoes, aren't they? Now try some creative writing that will make the reader feel that way about your own ambivalent or downright evil protagonist. Script writing calls, of course, for us to write convincing dialogue, and we all need good creative writing techniques to do really good script writing. What kind of vocabulary and grammar would you use? Sometimes we might use deliberate spelling mistakes to reveal their character, especially in the dialogue of a novel. Be careful with this one though, keep it to an absolute minimum, as you don't want to get carried away. That's it for now, guys. I hope these will help you stimulate some fresh ways to look at your writing skills, how to improve your writing, and how to create better main characters and protagonists. Before you go, don't forget to check out one of my other videos. Thanks for watching, guys.